soon welcome a very special building. It will transform its image and become a new focal point of Manila.
The Philippines, one of the fastest growing economies in the world, is booming. Infrastructure, digital technology, retail, and other industries are expanding at lightning speed, creating massive opportunities for foreign investors and enterprises. To keep up with this growth, cities across the country are undergoing a construction frenzy, reshaping skylines like never before. Manila, already one of the largest cities on the planet, ranks 11th in the world for the number of skyscrapers, right behind Bangkok and Jakarta. Yet, despite this impressive vertical growth, the country has long lacked one defining feature: a true super-tall skyscraper that could put it on the map among the world's most iconic skylines. Almost every country now flaunts towering structures as symbols of economic power, and the Philippines is no exception. Central business districts like Makati, Ortigas, Alabang, Cebu, and Davao are dotted with high-rises, while construction in provincial cities is spreading progress nationwide. Metro Manila's skyline has grown both horizontally and vertically over time, fueled by private sector investment and improved economic fundamentals. But skyscraper enthusiasts have been waiting for a landmark tower that could cement the Philippines as a global architectural contender. The story goes back over a century. In 1912, Manila began its urbanization surge with the 8-story Manila Hotel, considered the country's first modern high-rise. Its construction changed the capital's skyline and signaled the start of rapid urban development. Surprisingly, it wasn't until 1992 that the Philippines saw its first true skyscraper, a building over 150 meters. The 44-story Pacific Plaza condominium along Ayala Avenue marked a new architectural era for Metro Manila, though taller structures soon surpassed it. The next major high-rise boom came in the 1970s, centered in Ortigas, Quezon City, Mandaluyong, and Pasig, with developers like the Gokong Wei Group driving large-scale investments in offices, malls, and BPO facilities. Makati, the country's financial hub, is home to some of the tallest buildings in the Philippines. The Philippine Bank of Communications Tower, or PBCom Tower, held the title of the nation's tallest at 259 meters for 18 years. As building restrictions relaxed in the 1990s, the city saw a surge of taller structures, tripling usable space and replacing older low-rise buildings from the 1960s and 70s. Today, most new skyscrapers rise around 45 stories, with the tallest reaching 52 stories. Meanwhile, Taguig's Bonifacio Global City is undergoing a dramatic transformation. Formerly Fort Bonifacio, also called Fort McKinley, this area was privatized in 1992 and has become home to some of the country's most cutting-edge towers. Even with the boom across Metro Manila, no building had surpassed 300 meters until 2008, when plans were announced for a 66-story skyscraper in Taguig. When it opened on January the 23rd, 2018, the 318-meter Grand Hyatt Manila claimed the title of the tallest tower in the Philippines, a landmark achievement for the nation. Today, Makati leads the capital region with 75 skyscrapers over 150 meters, followed by Taguig with 40 and Mandaluyong with 32. Among the tallest are Grand Hyatt Manila, 318 meters, PBCom Tower, 258.6 meters, and Trump Tower Manila, 250.7 meters, both in Makati. The Philippines has come a long way from its early high-rises, and its skyline continues to rise, reflecting the country's rapid economic growth, ambition, and determination to make a mark on the world stage. Even though several development proposals flirted with the 300-meter mark, no super-tall skyscrapers have yet been completed in the Philippines. The race to build a landmark tower began back in 1996 with the Centennial Tower, also known as the Luneta Tower, a proposed mixed-use observation tower originally planned for Rizal Park in Manila. After public backlash over the site, the project was later shifted to Pasig and was intended to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Philippine independence. The Centennial Tower was designed to soar 390 meters, roughly 100 stories, twice the height of the Rufino Tower, which was Metro Manila's tallest building at the time. German firm Walter Bau AG pledged to finance and construct the project for around $200 million, roughly 5.2 billion pesos, with an ambitious completion date of 1998. But the plan stalled when the Fidel Vep Ramos administration hesitated to approve construction. Controversy over the original location forced the National Centennial Commission to relocate the project to a Metro Manila Development Authority lot at the corner of Julia Vargas and Marauca Avenues in Pasig. Despite the relocation, construction never began, leaving Filipino skyscraper enthusiasts heartbroken. In the early 2000s, another bold proposal emerged: the Sky City Tower. Planned as an 80-story mixed-use skyscraper in Mandaluyong City, Sky City was a joint venture between E. Ganson Incanon and Sam Buena Realty Corporation. At an estimated 335 meters, it promised to become the tallest building in the Philippines, combining a hotel, office space, and residential units. Construction, however, hit a roadblock when a homeowners association from nearby Green Hills East Village filed a lawsuit. By September 14, 2005, the Court of Appeals ruled in favor of the developers, but by 2008, only the excavation had been completed. A massive hole at the intersection of Ortigas Avenue and EDSA, with no further progress. In 2010, the Supreme Court rejected the remaining challenges, and developers announced the project would proceed as a 77-story tower with 8 basement levels. Yet today, that empty site remains a stark reminder of a project that never rose. Meanwhile, designers of Sky City imagined it as a new pinnacle of Philippine architecture. Around the same time, another audacious proposal appeared: the Pagcor Tower. This planned observation tower, stretching an astonishing 650 to 655 meters, was to rise near Manila Bay in Parañaque as the centerpiece of the newly opened Pagcor City, now known as Entertainment City Manila. The tower was envisioned as a landmark for an integrated leisure hub, featuring hotels, shopping malls, convention centers, and casinos, promising to redefine Manila's skyline forever. If it had been built, the Pagcor Tower would have ranked among the tallest towers in the world. The concept came from Malaysian conglomerate Genting Berhad, but in 2010, the project hit a major roadblock. When Cristino Nagiwit became chairman of Pagcor, he indicated that the tower, and several other ambitious projects, would likely be scrapped, even as development in Entertainment City continued. The tower was designed to be the world's second tallest, just behind Dubai's Burj Khalifa, but the project was abruptly abandoned and never realized. One key reason, its proximity to Manila International Airport, where strict height restrictions made construction impossible. Though the tower never materialized, Entertainment City today is home to the iconic Okada Manila, a symbol of modern development in the area. Another ambitious proposal was the Philippine Diamond Tower, a planned broadcast and observation tower in Quezon City's North Triangle, on the former Manila Seedling Bank property. The groundbreaking was initially scheduled for October 12, 2014, to coincide with Quezon City's 75th anniversary. Construction was set to begin in mid-2015, with completion aimed for 2019. The tower was designed to soar 612 meters, a tribute to the country's Independence Day on June 12th. It was envisioned as a national landmark, not just a Manila icon, and was expected to be completed in 3 years, opening to the public in 2018. Local legislation was even considered to encourage its construction. The project drew international interest. In 2016, Japan reportedly explored investing through its corporation for the overseas development of Japan's ICT and postal services, while China was also rumored to be a potential bidder. The estimated cost, 41.4 billion pesos. Yet, like the Centennial Tower and Pagcor Tower before it, construction was ultimately shelved for unknown reasons. Despite technological advances such as digital terrestrial television and ISDBT, the Philippine Diamond Tower never broke ground. Finally, there's the Icon Tower in Bonifacio Global City, Taguig. Initially proposed to stand 308 meters, its height was later revised to 275 meters with 36 floors. Its unique elliptical cone shape is designed to reduce costs while providing resilience against earthquakes and typhoons, a practical yet visually striking addition to Manila's evolving skyline. Its almost Gothic facade, supported by dramatic arches, was designed to be more than just a building. It was meant to be a statement. Office spaces would be bathed in natural light, while terraces, atriums, and social areas promised a vibrant, open atmosphere. The tower was originally expected to rise by 2021, but as of now, there's been no word on whether the project will ever move forward. Not in Manila, but there's another ambitious plan far from the capital, in Puerto Princesa, Palawan. The Princesa Tower was proposed to soar an astonishing 680 meters. First announced in September 2018 by the Puerto Princesa city government, the tower was intended to become an international landmark for the city. Plans suggested it could be built at the Santa Lucia Environmental Estate, or possibly in front of the city's new Green City Hall. Even farther south, in Mindanao, an 88-floor skyscraper called the SJS Maritime Empire Tower was proposed for Bislig, Surigao del Sur. Funded privately from Europe, it was slated for completion within 5 years. But like many of the country's other super-tall projects, updates on its progress have gone silent. According to the Council on Tall Buildings and Urban Habitats, the global authority on skyscrapers, we are entering the era of mega-tall buildings, those exceeding 1,968 feet. Right now, only 3 towers claim that title. Burj Khalifa in Dubai, at 2,717 feet, the world's tallest, completed in 2010. Shanghai Tower in China, at 2,073 feet, finished in 2015, and the Makkah Royal Clock Tower in Saudi Arabia, at 1,972 feet, completed in 2012. By 2020, that number is expected to more than double with mega-tall structures under construction in Shenzhen, Wuhan, Kuala Lumpur, and Jeddah. Across Southeast Asia, Malaysia and Vietnam are racing ahead with super-tall buildings, leaving the Philippines trailing behind. So why has the Philippines lagged in this race? One major factor is the weather. The country averages 20 typhoons a year, 5 of which are destructive. Building a super-tall tower in a typhoon-prone region isn't just ambitious, it's a huge engineering risk. Being located on the Pacific Ring of Fire, the Philippines faces destructive earthquakes, and Metro Manila itself sits on a fault line, an obvious challenge when planning a massive skyscraper. Add to that the proximity of Manila International Airport to the city's major business districts, which strictly limits how tall buildings can be. The hurdles don't stop there. Getting building permits in the Philippines is a lengthy, complicated, and expensive process. On average, completing the 29 required steps takes 84 days. As an island economy heavily reliant on international trade, shipping costs may be low, but moving goods takes longer than in most countries. Metro Manila, while the country's political and economic hub, struggles with chaotic urban planning, restrictive zoning, and a lack of mobility. The city's infamous traffic makes commuting a nightmare and complicates doing business. Foreign direct investment is also highly restricted. In 2020, the Philippines ranked 3rd most restrictive out of 84 countries in the OECD's Foreign Direct Investment Regulatory Restrictiveness Index. Electricity rates are another challenge. Businesses face some of the highest power costs in Asia, with rates for residential, commercial, and industrial users up to 87% higher than neighboring countries. Power shortages, especially during summer, only add to the pressure. Corruption remains a significant concern, with over 60% of top businessmen insisting the government prioritize fighting it to attract investors. Meanwhile, infrastructure struggles to keep pace with growing business demands. Perhaps the most critical factor for investors is occupancy. A vacant super tall tower won't turn a profit, so securing leases is often the deal maker or deal breaker. Construction efficiency, material costs, and timelines are also key. Super talls frequently take a decade or more to complete, leaving them vulnerable to market instability. While a super tall tower can give a city identity and prestige, there are more practical ways for a city to grow and thrive. Despite the Philippines not yet having a super tall, the country's economy is booming, with rapidly expanding industries across multiple regions. And the possibility of a super tall isn't gone. Emerging business centers in Cebu, Davao, and Pampanga are showing strong growth. And with the new Manila International Airport set to open 35 kilometers north of the capital, height restrictions may finally loosen. It's possible we could soon witness an iconic tower rise in Metro Manila, reshaping the skyline and marking a new era for the Philippines. The Philippines may not yet have its super tall skyscraper, but with booming cities, growing industries, and new opportunities on the horizon, the future of its skyline is brighter than ever. Who knows? An iconic tower could rise sooner than we think, putting the Philippines on the global map of architectural marvels. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into the world's most fascinating skylines.